Hey guys, how are you doing? Today we're gonna take on chapter 7 with my challenge account, and for the people who have never seen my challenge account, this is how it looks. All of the characters you see here are absolutely free to play, and you also have them if you have been playing since the 7th of July. And now with this account we're gonna take on chapter 7. Also, I should mention, all 3 stars don't have any potential upgrades, because usually you can only get potential upgrades if you do pulls for 3 stars. The first 2 maps were actually really easy to clear. I was already disappointed that I felt like the chapter 6 was a little bit harder than chapter 7. But my biggest struggle has yet to come. You need to know I only have 2 vanguards that can regenerate DP by skill, and those were Fang and Career. And I knew this is gonna be a big issue in the next few stages we have to beat. With the stage 7.4 I already faced a really difficult stage, because on this stage it's really important that you get enough DP in a short amount of time. So I had to use Fang and Career. Usually I never use Fang, but in this chapter it was essential that I use her in literally every map. It was really hard to find the perfect placements with the units, but after a few tries I managed to do it, but it was really difficult and I really had to rely on Ethan's bind. Without Ethan and Savage, this whole stage would have been so much harder. 7.5 was actually a really easy map, but there was one big problem I had. I didn't have enough DPS in the middle. So what happened is, in the last second, a really fast dog just ran through with like 0 HP, and I had to redo the run, which was really frustrating. No! And no! Yeah! But beside that, I didn't have a lot of problems. And then it was time to learn how the game works. And I showed off my Chinese skills. Chinese time. Okay, I read it. Hello, doctor. It's been a while since I last taught you something. I am Doberman. If you remember me, I'm pretty useless. Oh yeah, I'm Beagle. I'm even more useless. After I succeeded the tutorial, it was time to beat the next stage, and thanks to the awesome tutorial I knew exactly what to do, and it was easy to do it on the first try. After I have beaten the stage, it was time to waste my Ring of Prime, and what better way is there to just buy a leveling pack for an account that doesn't do any pulls. So with that, I have now 105,000 Orundum on this account, where I don't do any pulls and it's completely useless. Now it was time to beat the first really hard stage, which was 7.9, and it took me a lot of tries until I figured out how to play this map. And the true teammates on this map were Rocker and Savage, which was a big surprise. While Rocker cleared the left side nearly alone, which was really impressive, I was able to face Jessica to the right, so the middle is completely safe. And Savage managed to clear alone the top right corner. So with that, I managed to do it, but it took me a really long time to figure out that I have to place Career, Clifford and also Fang on the right bottom side so they can clear everything. It was really difficult at first, but after a few tries I managed to do it. But it was a really difficult stage without the help of Melty or any other vanguard. After I cleared the difficult stage 7.9, I didn't have a lot of trouble to clear the next few stages. I was even giving in my stream a little lesson about Dakimakuras. Right, I prefer to say Dakimakura over Body Pillow. Dakimakura just sounds more professional, you know. That's like, when you talk about Dakimakura, you know, this dude you're talking with, he knows what he's talking about. So every time you have a conversation with a fellow weeb, say Dakimakura, it just sounds better. I also had the time to show off my beautiful and incredible language skills to my stream. Thanks so much, vielen Dank. Das bedeutet mir wirklich sehr viel. Arigato gozaimasu. Anata no Floa. I can't speak Japanese. Merci beaucoup. Maybe German is my first language. Maybe it's French. Je m'appelle Cesith. Ça va bien? Or maybe I'm Italian. Bonjour. Oh, wait. No. Oh wait. Bonjour is Italian. Oh no. Buongiorno. Okay, frick. Well, you can cross out Italian. I think that's not the case here. Oh god. Shit. I'm so bad. Now it was time to beat 7.16. And if you have played this map, you know this one is really difficult. It took me many tries until I figured out that Absinthe and Clifford are the true key units on this map. While Clifford has an incredible range with her second skill, Absinthe only attacks the one who have the lowest HP. And this is how I was able to kill the buffers before they even managed to go into the basement. But that was still not the whole solution. I still had to find a way to get rid of the Morser guys. So what I did is, I waited as long as I could with deploying Dornar and placed her with Gable on the right side. So the Morser guys will only attack Dornar. And because Dornar charges her skill with getting attacked, she had always a skill available, which was an incredible awesome combination. Now I only died one more time because I was blind and didn't activate Dornar's skill, but beside that I managed to clear the stage really easy. It took me like 5 to 6 tries. After I cleared the stage, on S7.1 I bullied a guy, and beside that nothing interesting happened until 7.18. And if you have played 7.18, playing this with free-to-play units is not that easy, especially if you don't have Myrtle or Elysium levels. It took me 3.5 hours to get to this point, to finally fight Patriot. But now it was the final time where I was really struggling. It was really hard to find out the perfect placement for all my units. My biggest issue is that Fang always died, it doesn't matter on which side I placed. So I had to protect Fang somehow. And thanks to Sideroka and Dornar, I kinda managed to do that. And because of Amiya, which deals an incredible amount of pure damage, I was able to take down Patriot the first time. But it was still not good enough. I died many times off the spear of him, and I had to find a way how to tank the spears. Now with the help of my stream, they told me 12F is the solution to this problem. But his issue is that he only dodges by 50%. So I had to do the math to figure out how much luck I have to have that he dodges 5 times. So it is time to do Cesith math. So there's a 50% chance that he dodges, but also a 50% chance that he doesn't. And this has to happen 5 times. We crossed the 0 out on both sides and divided it. So I ended up with the final result 1. And we all know what 1 means. That means you have 1 whole cake. And 1 whole cake is 100%. So there's a 100% chance that he dodges 5 times if my math is correct. Now with the confidence that my math was right, it was time to take on Patriot one more final time. And this was the try. I knew my math is right and I knew this has to work out. First, we placed everything down as we did usually. And we waited for the second phase. And it was time to count how many times he dodges. When I deployed him, I knew this is the try. So I waited a little bit until he attacked with the first spear. And he dodged. Perfect. So I was pretty sure my math was right. Waited longer. Second dodge. Worked. Now he dodged the second time. I was really confident that this is the run. We waited a little longer and he dodged again. The fourth spear is incoming. And he dodged it incredibly. And so we waited a little bit longer and it was time for the 5th dodge. Will he be able to dodge this one or not? And he died. I was pretty sure my math was right, but I made probably somewhere a little mistake. But in the end, I still managed to clear this stage with the help of 12F. And this is how I have beaten Chapter 7. I still have to do the challenge modes and also the H stages, but I will save this for another video. And that is everything I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate that. And in that case, have a nice one, bye bye, have a good one, see ya.